To be honest, I don't know what happened, but we need a read.
Welcome to Manosphere Daily, the only channel where we say what every man's thinking but nobody's allowed to say out loud. This isn't about hate, it's about truth. Hit that like button, subscribe, and join the movement.
Making the video I need to see right now because sometimes life just isn't better after divorce. The thing is, I know it will be. I know it will be, and that's what's getting me through this time. But man, I am really sad. I'm not doing well. I'm not coping well. I miss my husband. I miss my married life, and that's okay to admit. And I just want to feel strong, and I just want to feel like I'm doing well, and I'm just not. I know I'm not the only one.
She destroyed her marriage, thinking it was going to bring her a life of fun and happiness, only for her to realize that she's now responsible for her own life with no support from a man.
It's my wedding anniversary today, and because this date has been ingrained in me for so long, of course it was the first thing that I thought about when I woke up this morning. And then I realized, yeah, we're still technically married, but this is far from being a celebratory anniversary. We're knee-deep in the middle of a divorce. He's waking up in someone else's bed while I'm here, and it hit me harder than I thought it would, and I don't know why.
I hate to be one of those women that come on TikTok and cry, and people are like, why is she doing that? I'll tell you that almost 2 years ago, my ex and I divorced after 23 years of marriage. And it's been almost 2 years. It has been the hardest, most loneliest time of my life. I mean, if somebody would have said that I would feel and walked through what I have walked through, I would have said, no, I won't, because I will not make it. I will not survive very long. I just pulled in my driveway from work, and I don't want to go inside because my kids aren't home this week. I also, when I look to the left, I see our basketball court and 2 basketballs in the yard, and I'm not going to move those. They're reminders of these precious children that I have and that I can't stop. But man, times like this suck when I don't want to go inside my home because there's no one to go home to. No one is in there waiting for me. I will not be greeted by anybody. And that is a really hard place to be.
Just fell in the parking lot of Walmart. And I went to grab my phone in that moment that I was hurting. And I wanted to call my husband and cry to him and have him comfort me like he always had after 25 years. The first thing I wanted to do was call him. And then I realized that he's not mine to call anymore. And how alone I really am. And it sucks. It really sucks. And I haven't been able to stop crying since. And I'm fine. But it sucks so bad.
She said she wanted freedom. She said she was tired of the same routine, that she deserved more. So she packed her bags, filed for divorce, and told the world she was finally choosing herself. But now she's crying on camera because reality hit harder than she ever imagined. The same independence she once bragged about has turned into loneliness. The strong, single life she romanticized online, it doesn't feel so empowering when the bills are due, the kids are asking for their dad, and no one's there to help. Because she thought walking away would make her happier. But all it did was show her how valuable that man really was.
Just walked into my baby daddy's house, right? Look at this. This used to be a picture of me, him, and his son. Look when I take the back off. Not the titty crop. No.
My baby daddy quit his job as an electrician where he was making over 6 figures a year to work a minimum wage job at a fast food place just so he wouldn't have to pay me $3,000 a month in child support. Is that not ridiculous? He would rather take a massive pay cut than to give me money to pay for his kids. I'm just so pissed right now because how am I going to pay for my mortgage? How am I going to pay for my mortgage? And you can tell me to go get a job, but then who's going to watch my kids? Because putting my kids in daycare is going to cost more than my freaking house. So what am I supposed to do? He's trying to act like he should only be responsible for 50% of the kids' expenses, and he doubts that they cost $6,000 a month. But I'm like, sir, I am doing 100% of the raising. I feed these kids every night. I put them to bed. I wake them up in the morning. I get them dressed. You're not doing any of that. So you should be 100% taking care of them financially. I told him when we first got together I was never going to get a job and he was going to have to take care of me, and he was okay with that. But now we're divorced and he's saying that he shouldn't be paying my bills.
In November, I decided I no longer wanted to be a responsible parent, and I gave up my kids. I was just tired of being responsible and caring for them. I felt like I was too young and I wanted to go out there and experience life, and I started dating someone else, so it just didn't fit with my new lifestyle. And I didn't have anything to worry about because the other parent is a very responsible parent. But now I'm here because now I'm in child support, and to top it off, I'm really pissed off that I took care of them all the way up to November, and I couldn't claim them on my taxes because the other parent had already claimed them.
My name is Riley. I'm a newly single mom with full custody of her 3 children with little to no help. I was a stay-at-home mom for 4 years, so when their father and I separated, I had only $300 in my bank account. During that time, I didn't have a job or have to worry about paying bills, so when we separated, I quickly realized how expensive life is. So I got a job, and then I got a second job in hopes of being able to afford the babysitter for my first job.
I want to stop thinking about him. I want to stop wondering what he's doing. I want to stop wanting to tell him about my day. I want to stop missing my good morning and good night texts. I want to stop longing for his presence. But at the same time, I don't want to stop any of that. God, that sounds so crazy.
This is what no one tells women when they chase freedom. It's fun for a few months, the attention, the validation, the social media posts. But when the excitement fades and reality sets in, that freedom turns cold. Because freedom without stability is chaos. And most of these single moms are realizing it too late. The world doesn't care about their emotions. There's no safety net. That independence they wanted now feels like punishment. They traded a home for heartbreak, a husband for hookups, and commitment for confusion.
Sometimes being a single mom makes me feel completely robbed of my motherhood experience. Like, I just know. I know deep in my bones that if I had more support, I could show up better. I know I would be more patient. I would have so much more time to just like pour into myself and be a better mom, and also pour into my son. But being a single parent or an only parent means that you're literally doing everything on your own. You carry 100% of the burden. And sometimes I wonder who I would be if I had more support. During my pregnancy, especially when Adrian was younger, and especially now. And then you wonder like how your kid's gonna remember you. And usually when you have 2 healthy parents, someone can just step in when the other one's having a mental breakdown or they need space, and you don't get that when you're a single parent. Or at least you don't get that when you're the only parent. And the kicker is that you can never fully lean into your maternal energy because you're always shape-shifting from masculine to feminine because you have to give tough love too. And sometimes I don't want to be the bad guy. Any major life decision, any parenting decision is made completely on your own. And you will spend 50% of the time wondering if it was the right call and not having anyone to be like, yes, babe, that was right. Or you're not crazy, or I back you on that. Not to mention realizing that literally 90% of the memories that I make with my son, I'm the only one who will remember, and I have no one to share them with because kids don't remember stuff. And I know I'm a good mom, but I just know it's not supposed to be this hard.
Just miss my old life. I can't help but cry today. I miss having a husband. I miss my family. I miss having a husband. And I miss my husband. I don't want just any husband. I want my husband. Mine. Miss mine. I miss mine. Mine. I don't know why. I'm really stuck. No, you guys are sick of this. You guys are so sick of this. I don't blame you. I don't know how to replace my husband. I don't know how. I don't know how. I'm lonely. I'm sad. I miss my family.
I'm literally sitting on my bathroom floor. I just need to talk about this really quickly. Divorce is very hard, especially when you have kids. I got married with the intention of staying with that person forever, right? Because I had a child with them and I wanted that family to be this perfect family. That didn't happen, right? And now I have to deal with not having my daughter all the time, and it breaks my freaking heart. You have no idea. Her dad gets her every other weekend, and I know I get her a lot of the time, and it's just, you just feel like a bad mom when you're not with her.
See, it's easy to blame men for everything. It's easy to say he wasn't emotionally available or he didn't understand me. But what these women fail to see is that man wasn't the problem. He was the structure. The one who showed up, paid the bills, handled the stress, protected the home, and built the life. And once he was gone, everything fell apart. Now she's online crying about how men don't commit anymore. No, men are just done being used. They watched their fathers lose everything in divorce courts. And now they're saying, not me.
What's up? Because I'm finna expose you. What? Because that don't look enough for all my kids. That don't look enough for all my kids. What is that? That's just one burger? One burger, one fry?
What he like? What do you mean?
Okay, what about my kids?
What about your other kids?
What? Okay, but them your kids' siblings though.
What are you talking about? What are you mad
Them my kids, them your kids' siblings though.
So what you?
So my other kids finna be left out.
You didn't feed them?
You know I don't get my food stamps to the 7th.
Send him down to the car. He didn't put it, but he come right out to the car with me.
No. You know what? Fine. Give it here.
Thank you.
Give it here. Give it here. Give it here. So the whole world is basically bashing me right now because I'm the baby mama who was upset at her baby daddy because he only decided to give his child McDonald's and not the rest of my other 3 kids. I have 4 kids. All my other kids knew him. He was buying the McDonald's when we were together. My kids have to go through a transition of our breakup as well. Like me and you used to be together. They used to see you. You used to do it for them. But now you don't want to do that for them anymore.
So we have a court order signed by the judge that the child goes with him. It's signed by the judge.
What judge?
The Marion County one. So here's the deal. She's talking about if we take her, she's going to go to jail. We don't want to arrest her because it's going to do nothing but make her look bad. We don't want her in trouble. We don't. So, because then if she tries to go to get the kid back, it looks like she got arrested. Why we did this? By order of the judge. But please listen to me, dear. If by us doing this signed by a judge, if she ends up getting arrested for interfering with this while we're doing it on behalf of a judge, it's going to look real bad on her. And I don't want her in trouble. I don't. Please trust that.
So
it's signed by a judge.
She said she'd be fine on her own. But loneliness doesn't care how strong you think you are. When the kids are asleep and no one's texting back, that's when it hits. That man she left, he's at peace now. He rebuilt. He moved on. And she's stuck scrolling through his pictures, wondering why he looks happier without her. Because he was always the calm in her chaos, she just didn't see it until he was gone. And that's the tragic truth. Women don't regret the divorce when they sign the papers. They regret it when the silence gets loud, when they realize they burned down the only home they ever had.
A single mom. Of course no man is ever going to want me because I have too much baggage. I'm a single mom. Of course I'm the lowest fruit on the tree. I'm a single mom. Of course I need to be staying at home the nights that my children are with their father instead of going out socializing with friends. I'm a single mom. Of course I need to step up and finally be a parent for once. I'm a single mom. Of course I shouldn't have standards for me and my children because beggars can't be choosers. I'm a single mom. Of course I should have stayed with my children's father because settling for the bare minimum and letting my children grow up in a broken home is so much better than growing up in 2 homes where the parents are both happy and healthy.
how to get over my ex. I admitted it. It's been like 5 months since my breakup, and when I tell you that I wake up every day with the most crippling anxiety of my life, I would not be lying. I have tried everything. People say make more friends. I've made so many friends, and it just doesn't fill the void that I have. People say get new hobbies. I joined golf. I'm doing skating. I joined a gym for the first time in my life. I really started doing more art stuff. Still cannot get over my ex.
Bro, why would you get him something from Walmart for Valentine's Day?
That's
we
all
don't
I
get
can
his
do.
clothes from Walmart. We go to like the children's place. You could have at least went
So
to
you really
Burlington.
shaming my parents?
I would have.
You really shaming my parents? That's sad as hell, bro. I try to show up at the father when I can.
You went to
bro.
Walmart.
That's all I got,
Valentine's
bro.
Day gift.
I'm saying though, like,
Why would you go to Walmart for his?
You act like it's a big deal. He only 2 years old. Spider-Man, that ain't. Bro, I don't got the money to go to Cheers' place.
More than this, like
bro.
You go to Dollar Tree.
You go
to Dollar Tree. You go to Walmart. You go to the thrift store.
That's the best I can do. As long as my son got clothes on his back and food in his mouth, I'm okay with it.
Men, take note. This is what happens when you value peace over drama. When you choose yourself instead of chasing someone who never appreciated you. You can't save someone from their own ego. You can't fix a woman who confuses boredom with being unloved. Sometimes, walking away isn't weakness, it's wisdom. Because when you leave with dignity, you win in silence. And that silence, it drives them insane. So let this be a reminder. Not every strong woman story ends with empowerment. Some end with regret, tears, and the realization that love doesn't wait forever.
I'm really frustrated because my ex, end of sentence, because of so many reasons. Co-parenting is not working. He hates me. You don't have to like me, but he won't communicate with me. He won't do anything. And then today, like, he just lied to our doctor for the kids. And I don't know how to fix it. And he triggers me in every way. And I feel really alone. So I can't go to my mom, because if I go to my mom, I'm just gonna get a lecture and told that I'm not doing enough, and like I'm not doing it the right way, and that, you know, I just need to like put my foot down and like blah 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 and all these other things. And okay, it doesn't matter what I say to him, because it literally goes in one ear and out the other, and he doesn't want to hear it, and he doesn't want to like come to the table and actually problem solve. He just wants to make it my fault, which is, it's his fault at this point. Like at this moment in time, the things that are going on are his fault.
He moved on. He healed. And now she has to live with the fact that she'll never find another man who loved her the way he did. This is Manosphere Daily, where truth cuts deeper than comfort. If you've ever walked away from someone who didn't value your loyalty, hit that like, subscribe, and comment peace over pain, because sometimes the best revenge is peace.
Not even a text on Mother's Day. So I'm a single mom. I'm not dating. I don't have a boyfriend. I'm not seeing anybody. Like, I don't have a situationship, nothing. Okay. As I was getting dressed today, my sister says, Mom got you a gift. And I'm like, oh, she didn't have to do that. And she actually said, remember the other day when I asked you if Madison's dad has given you anything for Mother's Day, if he gave you anything for last year? And I said, yes. And she's like, and I knew that the answer was no, but I wanted to confirm with you. And because of that, Mom wanted to make sure that she had something to give you, because she knows that you don't have anybody.
It's crazy how much these women demand that Mother's Day be celebrated like Christmas. They even expect their exes to still give them presents even though they are no longer together. That is crazy.
So she gave me sunglasses, And my nephew gave me beautiful roses. And I'm so grateful for having such, a good family that thinks about me. And it also makes me really sad because I don't expect anything from this man. But at the same time, I guess I kind of am, right? Because I'm the mother of your child. That doesn't warrant a happy Mother's Day. Can't even send a quick text. A text message literally takes 5 seconds. You can speak into Siri, like, hey, happy Mother's Day, send.
Today's episode of Manosphere Daily. If you enjoyed the content, give it a like. Be sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you're notified as soon as a new video is out. Share your thoughts in the comments below. See you all tomorrow.